Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in this session, we're going to be doing another random hypnosis session, this time not based on dream symbolism, but actually based on a destination generated randomly from Earth Roulette. Just to reassure people that have maybe got used to the majority of my sessions, which are based on real client sessions. I've still been working with clients. I've just been choosing not to publish some of the highlighted sessions on my podcast, just because I want to kind of explore more of where this random hypnosis thing can go. Generally, the feedback I've had so far has been really positive on the random hypnosis, but there has been a couple of requests to hear either specific issues or in fact more client sessions. So I will get back to that very soon. But in today's episode, it is going to be a random hypnosis based on a destination. I'm going to share my screen now, and the destination is Nassau in the Bahamas. Nassau is the capital of the Bahamas. It's the largest city in the Bahamas. And obviously the Bahamas, very famous for being a Caribbean island. It's also, quite a colonial city in terms of Nassau, so very old-fashioned buildings. It was one of the first kind of major Western settlements in the Caribbean. Obviously connotations to, kind of plantations and things like that. So it's obviously very sunny there and lots of other things. So some amazing things that are in there. I'm looking at a fort. It's got connotations with, as all the Caribbean islands have, rum production, but also pirates and things like that, and potentially buried treasure. So yeah, things of that nature. Interestingly, there's something there called the Queen's Staircase, which is 66 step staircase named after Queen Victoria. So I might use the staircase or some of the forts, or in fact the fact that it is beaches and islands and that kind of stuff. So that's the location. The random emotion generator has generated two, so horror and surprise. Horror is an interesting emotion because it's kind of very much related to terror. Horror is normally something unpleasant, linked to anxiety, something horrible, but generally some kind of consequence that's negative in some way. Whereas surprise, also an anticipation-based emotion, but normally most people link surprise to a positive sensation, like a surprise party, a pleasant surprise. Generally, if something's an unpleasant surprise, it normally has a different terminology, like a shock or something like that. Even terror, horror is variations of negative anticipation that creates fear. So suspense, for example, might be an anticipation that something bad's going to happen. So we've got two emotions there, and then we're going to generate three nouns: stain, sensation, and cassette. So when I think of cassette, I think of the old analog recording devices, so audio cassettes or video cassettes, if you remember VHS. I'm kind of revealing my age here. Sensation, obviously, that relates to how we experience senses. Generally, when most people think of a sensation, they think of a physical experience of sense rather than visual or auditory, but sensation can mean the experience of any sense. And then you have stain, which generally is normally, it could be a physical stain, so discolorization, for example, of a white shirt, for example, if someone spills red wine on it or something like that. But it also, you could have a stain on someone's character. which means that their reputation is changed from that point onward. So stain has the meaning generally of permanency and something unwanted. So these are the random location, emotion, and words. We're going to integrate these into this session. And I also have my hourglass here of about 15 minutes to give an element of scarcity of the time so it doesn't turn into like an hour-long hypnosis session. So fairly brief and to the point, and expect it to link into the Bahamas, horror. So what was the other emotion there? Sorry, I've forgotten that. Surprise, that's right. And then the noun, stain, sensation, and cassette. If you're listening to this for the purpose of hypnosis and some kind of guided meditation or experience, find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in, imagine breathing in the sensation of calm and resourceful relaxation. And as you exhale, again notice that sensation of tension, stress, perhaps even anxiety, leaving your body in the outward breath. As you continue to breathe in and breathe out, you get to notice all different types of sensations. The sensation perhaps of air going in and out through your nose, perhaps muscle tension or lack of tension, even the sensation of your chest or your diaphragm rising and falling. As you continue to breathe in and breathe out, if they haven't already done so, just allow your eyelids to close. Now, that's it. Deeper and deeper. Relaxed. Continue to breathe in and breathe out, feeling deeper and deeper. Relaxed. And I want you to imagine there's a TV screen in front of you with an old-fashioned VHS recorder. So you're not streaming things on Netflix. You're not even playing a Blu-ray or a DVD. Imagine using the kind of equipment that was perhaps used 20 or 30 years ago. An old VHS cassette tape. It's an old dusty cassette. And clearly there's a video. And I want you to imagine putting that into the device. Imagine pressing play. Maybe seeing a flickering on the TV screen and hearing the whirring of the cassette starting to play. And then you notice on that TV screen, it's almost like a helicopter view of an island. Blue waters, tropical. And I want you to get a sense that this is the Bahamas, and you're seeing it from above, and you're watching it on the TV screen being played from a cassette, and then eventually the TV screen that plays the video then shows perhaps a sandy beach not too far away from the capital of Bahamas, Nassau. And I wonder what it would be like to imagine if you're there on the beach in the Bahamas. Perhaps you can experience the sensation of sand on your feet, the sensation of sun on your skin. Imagine paddling and feeling the sensation of water, warm Caribbean water, there on your toes. Get a sense of feeling so deeply relaxed, because there's nothing quite as relaxing as being on a quiet beach all by yourself. That's right, feeling deeper and deeper relaxed. And then imagine, for some reason, there on the beach is a staircase that you would normally identify with being in the capital, in the city. 66 steps. But instead of taking you upwards, imagine they're taking you downwards. You're on a sandy beach with a staircase with 66 steps. And weirdly, there is light at the bottom of those steps, implying that even though it's underground, perhaps it isn't. As I count down from 10 to 1, I want you to imagine walking down this staircase, this 66 concrete steps, almost like it's been teleported from the city to the beach. And let's imagine walking down that step by step. Now, 10, feeling deeper relaxed as you take step after step, and then 9, breathing in and out, feeling deeper relaxed. 8, feeling the sensation of your feet touching the concrete staircase. 7, feeling deeper and deeper relaxed. That's it. And as you walk down that staircase, occasionally you can notice different stains, staining what's clearly a staircase of many hundreds of years. You're not sure what causes these stains. Maybe it's water, maybe it's food, drink, perhaps other things like oil. And yet you continue to walk down the staircase. That's it. 6 and 5 and 4, getting deeper and deeper relaxed. 3 and then 2. That's it, getting to the bottom of the staircase. 2 and then 1. And then imagine there you are, no longer on the main island, but one of those small islands in the Bahamas. Perhaps a desert island, no one there at all. You're not quite sure how you got there on this island. And as you think back to the history of this island, when you think of the history of pirates, imagine the brutality of that existence. Fighting a life where every day could be your last. Imagine the horrors of living then as a pirate. The threat of death being a daily occurrence, and then realize that isn't horror just a representation of your worst fear, your biggest fear? And I wonder what your biggest fear is right now. What represents horror to you? And in many cases, maybe it's the loss of someone you care for dearly. Maybe horror is something you value the most, like your own sanity, your own health, or perhaps something else. But quite often it involves losing something or having something taken away that you value. And isn't it the case that entertaining the idea of a horrifying outcome can actually increase gratitude for that same thing? By thinking about even the possibility of a horror taking place means that, by definition, you can appreciate the absence of that horror. There are horrors in the world. There are people being murdered, tortured, kidnapped. People die through no fault of their own, and the fact that these things aren't happening to you is a reason to be grateful. And I want you to imagine exploring this desert island. seeing the palm trees, again feeling the sun on your skin, the scent, perhaps of ripe fruit, maybe pineapples. I want you to get the sensation that you are somewhere safe and calm and relaxed, and maybe this was a place where pirates hid their treasure many, many years ago, hundreds of years ago. A pace of brutality back then, but now this is a paradise, and you're enjoying this paradise. I want you to get the sense that you should dig somewhere nearby, and you start to dig. You start digging there on the sand near the beach. You start digging. You can see the sea, but you're not that close to the sea. You can hear the sea, but not enough to get wet from the water of the sea. You dig and you dig and you dig, and you get the sensation you're meant to be digging here for some reason. And as you continue to dig for what seems like a long time, you find a treasure chest, an old, ancient chest. You're surprised because you didn't know why you were digging here, but you found something, a pleasant surprise. And there's hints of the horrors of the past, as you can see perhaps a blood stain there on the chest. Maybe it's a wooden chest with perhaps metal. You can see the stain, but you know this is just an echo of past events, nothing current. Imagine opening that treasure chest. And as you open it, to your delight, to your surprise, there is gold. Gold coins. Jewels. Precious things. But I want you to imagine somewhere buried deep in that treasure chest is a glowing ball of light. And I want this glowing ball of light to represent whatever resource you need the most right now. Maybe this is strength. Maybe it's health. Maybe it's determination, creativity, perseverance. Your unconscious mind already knows what resource you need more than anything else, and this glowing ball of light represents exactly what you have a need for right now. Your intuition gives you the sensation that if you were to press this ball of light on your chest, your body would absorb this resource, transporting it to the very location that you need and activating the part of your subconscious mind that can utilize this resource in the best way possible to have the maximum positive impact on your life. Imagine that your life is partway through a movie on an old VHS cassette. And you don't know how this movie is going to end. But you get a sense now that with this resource, you're in for a pleasant surprise as to what your future may be like. Taking your life in a positive, meaningful, delightful direction. And then you realize all of this, the beach, the sand, the treasure chest, just ideas within your imagination. Perhaps wishful thinking, or perhaps the playful part of your subconscious showing you what you need to see to access resources that you need to have. But actually, you're not on a beach in the Bahamas. You are listening to my voice right now, firmly in the present, in your own physical body. That's right. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle those fingers, wiggle those toes. Get a sense that you're in your own physical body right now. Because very soon I will count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. You will awaken feeling highly resourceful, optimistic about the future, feeling that your life is a movie and you get to decide how that movie finishes. You will awake feeling like you're any day now about to experience a wonderful, pleasant surprise. Starting to count to awaken you. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, more alert, more alert. Open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.
Thanks for watching today. Hope you enjoyed that random hypnosis session based on the Bahamas, based on horror, surprise, stain, cassette, and what was that final word that's escaped my memory? Sensation that I must have mentioned many times there. If you found that useful, please like the video. If you haven't subscribed already, please do that, because it really helps to boost the algorithm and access a bigger audience. And if you had any kind of insight, any strange realizations, maybe let me know in the comments. What was that glowing ball of light a representation of? What resource did it mean to you? What did you have the biggest need for right now? Put that in the comments. And plus, if you have any ideas, suggestions or feedback, feel free to put it there, because I do read every comment. Thank you again for watching, and see you again soon.